What's up guys, Plus 2 Soul here. So Hatsune Miku Project Diva F second got some pretty strong cards here. They're both level 3s and the climaxes are actually really good for these level 3s. But let's go ahead and talk about them right away. So we have this, oh, what is this? Alright, I'm good. Alright, so we have this level 3 Miku here, 10k power, music trait, 2 soul, trigger, and 2 cost. It's a double R plus, so I imagine this card is going to be pretty expensive. The first effect is ditch a card from hand to waiting room, and when this card is played from hand to stage for that turn, and when this card reverses a card, you can pay the cost, which is that ditch one, and then if you do, you can send the reverse character card and send it to clock. So basically it is a clock sender, which is a really good card. I actually expected Miku to get one of these because recently clock senders are being printed a lot in a lot of sets, and I think that's actually the way to go right now for this meta. But the second effect is pay one, and you have the climax package in the climax zone, which is this 2k1 right here. When this card is in the front row, you can pay the cost, and then if you do, you can search your deck for a music character and put it anywhere on the stage, and for that turn, you get to give this card plus 1500. Obviously you have to shuffle your deck after you search, and basically this card gets a 1500 boost if you use this this climax combo, and if you did use the climax combo, you can put the 2k1 on it, and then if you have support, obviously it's huge, so you can guarantee your clock send effect. But you know, other than that, like, this can send any card. It doesn't limit you to any level 3s, level 2 or higher kind of cards. It can be anything. So like if they have a really weak card, you can just put the 2k1 somewhere else and obviously guarantee a kill. But then obviously, like, this card is actually really good. It can kill anything and send it to the waiting room. It's like the level 1 rider, not level 1 rider, level 3 rider, but you don't have to pay one. All you have to do is ditch one. And I mean, you get you don't really minus from this either because you're using the 2k1, so basically 2k1 draw a card, and then, you know, ditch a card from your hand so you can use this level 3 Miku's effect. I mean, Miku should have no problem with hand size at all. I mean, Miku is all about having hand size, so like, you should be okay with hand size even if you have this 2k1. So like, I think you should be okay with this effect. This card is actually really good. I think I would I'd run like 3 or 2, but like, depending on how you're building your deck, it's going to be a little bit difficult because there's just a lot of good cards now. Let's go ahead and talk about this 3/2 Luka here. I think this card is amazing. But at the same time, I actually read this card maybe 3 to 5 times just to make sure I was reading this thing correctly. I even asked a friend, "Hey, yo, am I reading this correctly?" And he said, "Yeah, you are." So let's talk about it right now. It's a 3/2 Luka, 10k power, music trait, 2 soul, and a trigger. It is a double R plus like the Miku, so it's going to be pretty expensive as well because it actually combos with a gate climax, which we see. Right here. So the first effect is the heal effect, so they take the top card of your clock and send it to waiting room, and then the second effect is pay one. You can use this effect once per turn. When this card reverses the character in front, and you have the climax, which is the gate in your climax zone, you can pay the cost, which is pay one stock. If you do, this card restands, and then for the turn, this card gets -4 soul. And then it also gets the following effect, which is when this card attacks, instead of, you can attack your opponent's back row characters. So basically you can pick one of your opponent's back row characters and front attack that character. It can't be sided, it can't be direct or anything like that. It has to be front because that's what it says on this card. So if you do that climax combo, you can attack their back row. So basically, I mean, yeah, you're not hitting for soul, but I mean, you're hitting to kill off a support card that buffs your opponent's front characters, which, you know, they won't be able to basically like kill your characters if your characters are, you know, a buff as well. So like, you're killing not only a card in the front row, you're also killing a support card that's going to be pretty annoying at level 3 because it helps them buff their characters. So I do believe this is actually a pretty interesting card. I would probably, I don't know. I'm actually having second thoughts on this. Actually, I mean, yeah, it heals and yeah, it attacks twice, but I don't know. I feel like the level 2 Luka from the old set is actually something you'd run instead because it burns damage. But like recently, there's been a lot of like anti-burn stuff. So yeah, I actually think this is actually situational. Like this is, I think this is gonna be like player preference, but I would definitely run this Miku here. Like definitely, I would definitely run this Miku. This Miku is just too good not to run. The Luka here, it could be, you know, it's like player preference. Like I would probably not run it. I'd rather just run the old Miku level 3 that heals and then add this in. That's basically about it. Other than that, yeah, like that's, I actually, like, don't get me wrong, I think this card is still good, and but I just don't know. I think this is like player preference. Like if you're making a Luka deck, then run this all by what's all means. Just run it. But like other than that, I actually think this is pretty situational. But yeah, I actually think both of these cards are really good. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna be really interesting to see what kind of Miku decks players are gonna make. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Remember to subscribe, like our videos, comment down below, and like our Facebook page. All that links will be down below as well. Later, guys. All right.